G'day viewers, this is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel. Just after my last video I made on my Iconoscope camera today, talking about how I managed to get rid of most of the noise and all that, the capacitor that I put across the unfiltered DC line going to the 15 volt regulator there blew up. Well, not quite blown right open, but yeah, I was just playing around my camera and then I saw a lot of smoke go inside the camera and I thought, oh shit. Anyway, I quickly switched it off and I suspected it would have been the capacitor because the voltage rating on it is 25 volts, and sure enough it is. So here we are, the capacitor's domed up at the top and it's leaking some substance from the top, so yep, capacitor's blown up. Anyway, the capacitor is rated 25 volts, 2200 microfarads, filtered out a lot of the hum bar of the picture, but yeah, the voltage rating was too low. The input voltage was 39 volts DC with ripple, so that figures why it blew up. Anyway, it's going in the rubbish now. So I've rummaged through my capacitor collection and I found a couple of Kenwood 42 volts 3300 microfarad caps, which I've decided to put two together as one wasn't enough to completely filter out the ripple. Anyway, two of them in parallel gives 6600 microfarads of capacitance at 42 volts, which is pretty much just fine for the voltage going into the 15 volt regulator, which is 39 volts. And as we can see here, the hum bar is almost non-existent, or pretty much non-existent. Anyway, once again I've got the camera pointed to the car across the road, and as we can see the picture looks a lot better. And it's pretty much good enough to go around filming with now. And I've got my Iconoscope connected, showing the amount of ripple that's going into the 15 volt regulator, which is pretty much less than half a volt. So that's really good. So problem solved. Anyway, now quite happy with what I'm getting now, and I'm gonna do some further developments on my camera and add some horizontal and vertical DC centering, and of course anticipating on getting rid of those flyback lines, as I've said in several of my videos. So that's on the cards. I've decided to remove the transformer from the camera once again because it is causing a bit of interference. I was getting some warping in the picture. So that's going to be housed in a separate box, and I need to get a hold of some new metals to shield it. Well, that's pretty much about it. Stay tuned for another video when I've made some further developments on my Iconoscope camera. This is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.